Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a slightly different location to normal because I am currently in Greece and I'm filming this in a wonderful hotel, and it's just so nice to be able to be doing yoga outside for once. Even in the middle of October, I feel very privileged and lucky to be here. But today I'm going to take you through a slow flow, so it's going to be a nice gentle flow just to mobilize and warm up the body, perfect to do it any time of day or any time you just need a little bit of movement in your life. And we're going to start as we normally do, lying down. So just come down to the ground when you're ready. Lie down on your back. Take a little moment just to close down the eyes. Maybe even place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And just take a moment to check in with how you're feeling right now in this moment. So maybe taking a little body scan from your head all the way down to your toes. Notice what feels comfortable or maybe what feels slightly uncomfortable. And not judging those things, but simply just observing. Maybe noticing the sound around you. Noticing what you can feel, what you can hear. And just really coming into this space, letting go of whatever kind of day you've had today, but just simply arriving. And we're just going to take a few deep breaths to start. So when you're ready, let's take a nice big deep breath into the belly, all the way up into the chest, and a nice slow, soft exhale. Lovely. Let's take a couple more like that. Nice big deep breath in. And a slow, soft breath out. Good. One more nice big deep breath in. And a gentle breath out. Good. And just take a moment to check in with how you feel right now in your body, in yourself. Maybe you already feel a little bit more grounded, calm. And then let's see if we can just bring a little bit of movement into the body. So maybe start to wiggle the fingers or wiggle the toes. Maybe circle the wrists, circle the ankles, waking up the hands and the feet. And we can take a nice big full body stretch up overhead, enjoying that feeling for a moment. Good. Then let's bring both knees in towards your chest. Just give them a nice little squeeze and maybe rock from side to side, just massaging your back against the floor, noticing how that feels. We're going to place the soles of your feet down onto the ground, about hip width distance apart. Hands down by your sides, palms facing down. As you inhale, slowly start to push into the feet as you lift your hips all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, slowly roll them all the way back down. We're just taking nice little small movements here, so nothing too drastic. Inhale to come up. And exhale to roll back down. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Good, well done. Let's bring both knees in again. Give them a little squeeze, maybe rock from side to side. We're just going to bring your hands underneath your knees onto the back of the thighs and just take a couple of rocks, maybe 2 or 3 rocks, until you come all the way up to a seated position. And just take a little moment here to get yourself set up, to check in with how you're feeling right now in this moment. And let's just take a nice big full breath in. And sigh out, let it go. And just take this moment here to set your intention. So think about what you would like to feel during this class, or maybe it's what you'd like to feel once this class finishes today. Maybe it's to feel peaceful, to feel calm, to feel grounded. Maybe it's just to give yourself some space, some time, something that just feels good for you in your body today. What do you want to feel? And then let's take a nice big deep breath in. And sigh out, let it go. Amazing. Now keeping the eyes closed, let's just start to roll the head around in circles. You might take full circles or you might take little semicircles, just seeing what feels good and what works for you. Just notice any little pockets of tension or tightness anywhere. Notice how that feels. Are the shoulders creeping up towards the ears? Can you relax them down? Good, lovely. Then switch directions. If you're just going one way, just rolling around the other way now. Beautiful. And then let's gently bring the head all the way back to the center, and you can open the eyes with a nice soft gaze. As you inhale, let's take both arms up towards the sky, take a nice big stretch. And as you exhale, bring your hands all the way down to your heart. Good. Inhale, let's take both arms up. Exhale, take your right hand down to the right hand side, left arm reaches up and over, take a nice deep side stretch. Take another inhale here, can you breathe into that left rib cage? And exhale. Good. Inhale, come all the way back to center, both arms up. Exhale, let's take your left hand down, top arm reaches up and over. Deep breath into that right rib cage this time, and a slow breath out. Good, lovely, well done. Let's come all the way back to center. From here, we're going to bring your hands onto your knees. We're just going to take some little spinal circles. So we're going to round the spine as you lean back. Can you lean over to one side and then lift the chest as you come forward? So not only are we circling the spine here, but we're also getting into the hips a little bit, rolling round into that space, noticing how that feels. Good, and can we sync this with our breath? So inhaling as you come forwards, exhaling as you roll back, and just notice how slow the movement has to be to match the breath. Notice how slow you're breathing. And then let's switch direction. So rolling around the other way, but still same breath. So inhale forwards, exhale to come back. Good, let's do a couple more like that. Moving around nice and slowly and just noticing how that feels. Now throughout this entire practice, even if you want to move slightly slower or slightly faster than me, just remember that it's totally up to you. I just want you to try and move in time with your breath. So even if that's a different time to me, that's okay. Good. When you're ready, let's come back to the center, and you can just slowly open the eyes again if they were closed. From here, we're going to roll over into our tabletop position. So hands down onto the floor, knees underneath your hips. And let's take some cats and cows from here. So as you inhale, you're going to drop the belly down, look all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, drop the head. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale as you round. Good, last one, inhale and exhale. Now just keep going with this movement, maybe even close down your eyes, but I want you to have a little option here. If you want to, you can add in a little bit of free movement. So that might mean rolling around in circles, it might mean pushing back towards a child's pose or forwards into more of a back bend, whatever it is. Just moving in a nice slow pace, keeping your eyes closed, and see if you can sync this movement to your breath. So don't worry about what you look like here. This is more about what you can feel rather than what it looks like on the outside, and no one's watching you. So just move in any way that feels good for your body. Just taking 2 more breaths there. Good, nice. Then coming all the way back to a nice and neutral when you're ready. We're going to extend your right leg out behind you and take your left arm forwards. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your elbow and knee underneath you, round the spine. Inhale, extend all the way out. Exhale to draw it in. Nice and slow. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Amazing. Extending all the way out here. From here, let's take your hand down to the floor. We're going to take your right foot all the way up to the outside edge of your right hand and just lean forwards into your hips. See if you can lift the chest as you look forwards. From here, we're going to take your right arm up towards the sky. Take a nice big stretch. And let's take some circles with that right arm. So roll it around as wide as you can, sweeping the floor and really rotating the spine as you come up towards the sky. Good, let's do a couple more like that. Really opening through that shoulder, but also through the front of the body. Last one. On this last one, reach your hand towards the back of the mat and you're going to hold it here. Now, option number 1, just stay here. Option 2, we're going to bend that back leg and you might be able to hold it onto your back foot. This is a little bit of a crampy pose sometimes, so if it's crampy, don't worry, just give it a little shake out because you can get crampy in that left thigh quite easily here. But let's hold it here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Amazing. Slowly release. Let's bring both hands down to the floor and we're going to push back with the hips and see if you can lift those front toes up towards the sky. Drop the forehead down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lovely. Let's slowly come forwards again. We're going to take your back foot and kick it off to the right hand side of your mat. And we're going to walk both hands up to that top left hand corner of your mat as far away as you can. Drop the head, just sinking into the hips. Let's take a deep breath in there. And a slow breath out. Good. Now look forward with your hands. We're going to slide them all the way to the back of your mat. Plant your left hand down and reach your right arm up overhead and take a nice big stretch. And you might even straighten that front leg. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lovely, well done. Rebend your front leg. Going to sweep your hands all the way back around to that front foot and then step it all the way back into your tabletop. Let's do the same on the other side. So left leg extends out, right arm reaches forwards. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your elbow and knee underneath you, round the spine. Inhale, extend out. Exhale to draw it in. Last one. Inhale, nice and slow. And exhale. Amazing. Extending it out. When you're ready, we're going to take your right hand down this time and then your left foot all the way up to the outside edge of that left hand and sink into your hips. So pushing those hip flexors down towards the floor. Your left hand is going to reach up this time, take that twist. And let's take those circles again. So reach that hand back behind you, sweep the floor, reach forwards, up and over. So nice big circles here. How wide can you go with that arm? And again, just moving nice and slowly. There's no rush at all here. Good, nice. One more circle. Beautiful. Let's reach your hand towards the back of the mat. Option to stay here, option to bend your back leg and maybe hold on to that back toe. Again, just take it nice and slow. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Beautiful. One more. Inhale. And exhale, lovely. Slowly release, bring both hands down to the floor. This time, again, we're going to take your right foot and kick it off to the left-hand side of your mat. And let's walk your hands up towards that top right-hand corner as far away as you can. Drop the head, really sink into that front hip. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Well done. Let's look forwards. We're going to sweep your hands all the way to the back. Right hand stays down and that left arm reaches up overhead. Take a nice big full body stretch, maybe extending that front leg. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Amazing. Let's rebend that front leg. Slowly sweep it back round to the front, both hands down. Wiggle your back foot around. We're going to tuck that back toe under and hop it forwards to the outside edge of your right hand. So coming into a nice low squat here. Hands down onto the floor and just take a little wiggle from side to side into those hips. Good, nice. Now if it feels comfortable, you might bring your hands together and press the elbows into the sides of the knees. Sit nice and tall in the spine, relaxing the shoulders. Deep breath in, slow breath out. One more there. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's drop your hands down. We're going to turn your toes forwards, coming into a little forward fold. So let's hold on to the elbows and just take a sway from side to side. And you might even shake your head, yes or no, just releasing any tension in the neck. Good, lovely. And let's drop your hands down. We're going to slowly roll the spine all the way up to stand. The head is the last thing that lifts. Beautiful. Once you reach the top, let's take a nice big shoulder roll up and back. Good. As you inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, fold all the way down into your forward fold. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands down. Let's step it back into your high plank. We're going to lower your knees down to the ground. Slowly bring your chest all the way down to the floor. And as you inhale, let's come up into a little baby back bend. And as you exhale, tuck the toes. Bring it up and back into your downward facing dog. Good, nice. From there, we're going to take a few spinal waves, moving with your breath. So as you inhale, come up onto your tiptoes. Round your spine as you come forwards into your high plank. As you exhale, bend your knees, arch the spine as you push back. Two more like that. Inhale, ripple forwards. Exhale, push back. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. This time on the way back, we're going to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Take a nice big kick with that right side. Bend the knee, open out the hip. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, look forwards. We're going to step that foot in between your hands at the top of the mat. Good, nice. Push into that front foot and let's rise all the way up into your high lunge. Good, deep breath in, up onto that back tiptoe. Deep breath out. Let's come into a balance from here. So you can hop your back foot in or your front foot in. Lean into that front leg. Slowly sweep your arms back behind you and see if you can lift and extend the back leg. Coming into that warrior three. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. From here, inhale, we're going to bring the knee forwards. See if you can lift that knee up as you reach your arms up towards the sky. Can you stand nice and tall? Imagine someone was pulling you from your fingertips and squeeze that left knee up as high as you can. Good, let's flex the foot and we're going to send it all the way back into that warrior three. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower that toe to the back of the mat and sweep your arms up to the sky again. Well done. From here, we're going to take your left hand down to the floor. Right arm reaches up, take a little twist. Hold it there. Option here to stay here. Second option, you're going to roll onto your back foot and see if you can step your front foot all the way back into your side plank. Holding it there nice and strong for 3. Good, nice. If you're feeling extra strong today, you might float that top leg for 2. And 1, amazing. Drop your hand down. Either take a break here or take your vinyasa. So listen to your body and what it needs. If you ever need to take a break, you can come into a child's pose or just move into any position that feels good for you. Once you're there, deep breath in, sigh out, let it go. Now let's take those spinal waves again. Inhale, come up onto your tiptoes, round the spine, bring it forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, push all the way back. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale to come forwards. This time on your way back, we're going to lift your left leg up. Slowly sweeping that left leg up towards the sky. Let's bend the knee, open out the hip, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Look forwards. Let's step that left foot in between your hands at the front of the mat and slowly rise up into that high lunge, nice and high onto that back tiptoe. Again, we're going to take that balance. Deep breath in. Exhale, lean into your front leg. Slowly sweep and lift your arms back behind you. Find that balance there. I know one leg is usually a little bit wobblier than the other. This is my wobbly side. Hold it there for 3, 2, on 1. Let's bend the knee. See if you can bring it all the way up to stand. Sweep that knee up and reach your hands up as high as you can. Imagine someone's lifting you up. Squeeze that knee as high as you can towards your chest. 1 more breath. As you exhale, flex your foot. We're going to send it all the way back into that warrior 3. Good, nice and slowly. Let's place that back foot down to the ground. Sweep those arms up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're taking your right hand down towards the inside edge of that front foot, and your left hand is going to reach up towards the sky. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, roll onto that back foot and step your front foot back. Good, nice and strong. Hold it there. Maybe we hold here, maybe we lift the leg for 3. Good, for 2. And 1, drop your hand down. Either take a rest or take your vinyasa. Whatever works for your body, taking that now. And then wherever you are, let's drop the knees, take them nice and wide. Sit your hips back into your child's pose. Forehead down, arms reach out in front of you. Take a nice deep breath in and sigh out, let it go. Take a moment here just to come back to yourself, to come back to your body, to come back to your breath. Notice how your body felt in that little flow. And just bringing your awareness to this space. Breathing deeply. How did we speak to ourselves in that flow? Were we kind to ourselves? Were we a little bit harsh on ourselves? Can we give ourselves permission to be as we are? No expectations. Let go of any judgment of yourself. Let's take a deep breath in and sigh out, let it go. Well done. We're going to roll it all the way up. Let's swing your legs around in front of you. Bring them out in front of you. We're going to flex your feet. See if we can hold onto the toes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's walk those feet away, coming into a little fold. Drop the head down. Relax through the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, can we sink a little bit deeper? 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Well done. Let's roll it all the way back up. And we're going to roll straight down towards the ground. So maybe shuffle forwards if you don't have enough space. All the way down to the floor and just bring those knees in. Give them a little hug. Maybe rock from side to side here, massaging your back against the floor. And let's take your right leg so it's flat down onto the ground. Right hand comes across to your left knee and just drag that knee across the body, coming into your twist. Reaching your arm out to the left. Take a deep breath in and a slow, soft breath out. Good. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Let's come all the way back to center. We're going to switch sides, so left leg out, right leg, holding onto that right knee, drag the knee across the body, coming into that twist on the opposite side. Deep breath in, slow breath out. One more like that. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Let's come back to center. Bring both knees together. Give them a little hug, maybe rock from side to side. And let's bring your forehead up towards your knees, curl into a tiny little ball. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your arms, release your legs. Come to lying down flat on your back, ready for your Savasana. Let's take a nice full breath in. And sigh it out, let it go. Closing down the eyes. Can you bring that awareness to that space in between your eyebrows? Just soften that space. Bring your awareness down to your jaw, your arms, your legs. And for these last few moments, just give yourself permission just to be here. Nothing left to do, nowhere else to be. And if you have enough time, I'd really recommend you spend another couple of minutes here and pause the video. Otherwise, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, maybe circle the wrists and the ankles. Take the arms up overhead, take a nice big full body stretch. And then just roll over onto one side, take a little moment against the floor just to check in with how you feel in the body. And then slowly press yourself up to a seated position. Just take your time to get there. There's absolutely no rush at all. Finding a nice comfortable seat that works for you, just resting your hands somewhere on the legs, sitting nice and tall in the spine. Let's take a nice big deep breath in and sigh it out, let it go. Slowly bring your hands together. Thank you so much for taking this practice today and doing something good for your body. And whenever you feel ready, let's bow the head down towards your hands. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Hopefully you feel nice and calm and peaceful like I do now. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.